full body workout, no equipment. We will start with a squat and a twist. With each rep, increase your range. Not just the down range, but also the range at the top as well, utilizing the core. This is a full body workout, so we don't have light weights. Our bodies are pretty heavy, so I will show progression. And it's totally fine to entirely skip when it gets too much on the shoulders and wrists. Walking it out and in. Walk it into a high plank, tuck in the abs, and walk it back. Warming up shoulders and wrists. Feel stretch in the hamstrings. Walk it out. Body in the straight line and feel your core. Hamstrings, and last one, core. Back up. Squat with a glute lift. Take it down all the way and squeeze it. And if you want to add intensity, start lifting that leg as soon as you reach maximum squat depth. And you don't have to rush, especially at the end of the range. And that's it. Walk it out into a plank. And we're going to rotate. Alternate sides. If it's too hard to do a full plank, progression. Working on core, keeping the body in one straight line. And that's it. Squat with outer thigh. And we're going to do same side. Focus on the depths and range. Your range can be here or all the way up, whatever works for you. Knee points forward. And try to go every time to your maximum depth. This is how we build stronger legs without weights, without any equipment, and that's it. Other side. All the way down, all the way up. As soon as you reach maximum depth, try to lift that leg off the ground. Reach. And last one. Wrist, walk it back into a plank. And we're going to push shoulders forward. And then push back, stretch the calf. And push it all the way forward. Strengthening shoulders and wrists, supporting our body weight. And that's it. Back up. Core. Bring the knee. Take it across. And extend out. Squeeze. Outer side, squeeze. Core. Squeeze. Hold on to something if you need to. And don't rush it. Slow it down if you want to work on range and strength. And that's it. We'll do the other side after we let the hips reset. We're going to do plie. Maximum range. Every time, try to open your hips a little bit more so you can go a little bit lower, straight back, and touch the ground if you can. Hip and ankle mobility. Active stretching. And last one. Other side, outer side, core. Find your balance. All the way. All the way. Hold on to something if you need to. It looks much easier than it is actually. Do not rush it. Focus and control. This is how you build strength and go beyond your normal range and avoid injuries. And last one. step back with a lunge. Alternate. Big step back, all the way down, and back into a squat. And try to go to 90 degrees before you go into the lunge. No rush at all. And if you want to go all the way down, test your range. And last one. Reverse plank. We're going to use the glute, squeeze it up and extend while working the wrists and shoulders to support body weight. If your wrists are hurting or shoulders are hurting, you can totally do it laying down on the ground. And that's it. We'll do other side shortly. We're going to sit up into a V. Level 1, just the upper body. If you want more intensity, bring the knees, or you can bring a full V. No rush. And that's it. We're going to do other side. If you want level 1 on the ground, more intensity, choose your level. This is a killer for the butt. One cheek at a time. And last one. Back to the core. Upper and lower. Crunch it. All the way in, all the way out. No rush. Be on the max. At the max. Make sure spine is glued to the floor. And that's it. Back up. Legs. Clear. Alternate. Try to go lower. Opening up the hip, working on the thigh. Squeezing the core to keep the back straight. And last one. Walk it back in. Back to the core. Clear. Touch the knee. If it's too hard, hands down. Take it lower. And last one. Walk it back in. Take it down. And we're going to use the triceps. Lift. So we're not lifting our entire body weight, we're just lifting upper body. Some of it. Feel tricep, elbow point back. And last one. Other side. All the way down and lift, elbow. Don't rush it. Lift it slowly so you can really feel it. Focus on it. Quality instead of quantity. And that's it. Back. Lifts. Maximum range. Maximum range. And last one. Back to the legs. Hold on to something, and we're going to sit it back, stretching the glute, and focusing on balance. This can be a very small range, hips are back. And if you want to add for chest, squeeze. And last one. Squeezing the chest is entirely optional. Other side. Find your balance and hips all the way back. Feel stretch in the glute. Lower if you can. Lower, lower, lower. Test your range. Your range can be very shallow, depends on where you are in your fitness journey, on your flexibility level, strength, wherever you are, it's all good. Reverse plank. We're going to bend the elbows back and squeeze them back up. If this is too hard, from a sitting position. Elbows are pointing back, really killing those triceps. Do a few of these. If it's too hard, sit it. Feel the slow burn. Squeeze through the burn. And last one. Abs on elbow or down on the ground. Tap and flex. Tap with the toes. Flex the heels. If it's too easy, extend the legs a little farther. Stretching the calves, working lower abs. And shoulders, don't forget. And that's it. Glutes and core. Find your balance. Tilt it. Squeeze it up. And back to straight line. Glute is continuously engaged. Hold on to the wall if you need to. Knee points down, working the glute and working core for balance. With each rep, try to increase the range. Other side. tilt. Hold on to wall if you want to. And test your balance and test your range. Knee down. And this could be a very small movement as long as you feel your glute working throughout the entire set. And core also, to maintain the stability there at one point on the floor. Increase the range with every rep. And that's it. Knees point to the corners. Side to side, side squats. Hips are back and try to increase the range. When you get up from the squat, make sure it's slow so you don't pull something suddenly and get an injury. Every rep, sink lower into that side squat, working on hip and ankle mobility. And that's it. Upper body. Side plank. We're going to rotate it and rotate back, working on the shoulder strength and core. If you want, you can do a full plank. Working on the wrist and shoulder strength, as well as core. And that's it. We will let our shoulders reset. Core. All the way in and up. Lift the glutes and stretch the hamstrings. Every time, slow down so you maximize the time your glutes are in the air. And stretch hamstrings. And that's it. Other side. Shoulder and wrist. Front leg is slightly in the front. You can switch it into a plank if you prefer. This is one of my favorite calisthenic exercises for strengthening shoulders, wrists, and core. And that's it. Back up. Back to the core. One leg up. Crunch it. Now we have to go really slow so we can focus on the balance and slow on the way down. Really focusing on defining those abs. Increasing the range with every rep. Higher, 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 and we're done. Reset. Other side. Focus on balance and stability. Work within your range, your body's limitations, respect them, do not push it, do not go too fast. So you can really feel your core working throughout the entire set. And that's it. Plank. Back to shoulder strength. And we'll lift one leg off the ground. You can stay here, you can take the knee plank, or you can pulse. Pulsing the glute. Small pulses, slow pulses. Tuck in the abs. And that's it. Remember which leg you did? I did my right glute. Now back to the squat depths. Regular squat. Stretch. And hip ankle mobility all the way down. All the way up. No rush. And last one. Other glute. High plank. Leg up. You can do a knee plank if you want to. Small pulses. Tuck in those abs. And it's it. Hip mobility, except it's the same side. It requires a tremendous glute and thigh strength to get up from that deep side squat. Try to go deeper every time. Quality versus quantity. Take breaks during the set if you need to. And that's it. Other side. Hip is back. Ankle mobility, hip mobility. And that's it. Upper body. Side plank. If you want more intensity, full plank. We're building very good shoulder strength. Exaggerate the movement. And last one. We're going to reset. We'll do other side shortly. Glute. Chamber. And squeeze it up. Into the chest. Point the knee down. And up. Each rep, focus on the range. And last one. Other side. Chamber, point the knee down. Squeeze it up. Working on core. And glutes. And stretching tight hamstrings. End of the range. Try to reach it and exceed it. And that's it. Okay, other side. Side plank dips. Elbow plank. Level 1. Level 2, stagger the feet. More challenge. Stack them. Whichever you prefer. End of the range. Quads and glutes. Find your balance. Take it all the way down and extend. Across, almost like going into a lunge. Quad. Getting up from this is the glute, outer thigh, and core. Chest. And last one. Other side. Extend. Hips all the way back. Low. Chest if you want to. Squeeze. And that's it. Wrist. We're going to lift the glutes and squeeze pelvis in. Squeeze. If this is too hard, grab 2 yoga blocks to elevate your wrists. This is a great core and wrist strengthening exercise. You can skip it entirely if you want, or if level 1, you can stay with just the progression, and that's it. Turn on the side, inner thigh. Level 1, just the inner thigh. If you want more intensity, add a side sit up. And that's it. We'll do other side shortly. We'll let the hips reset. And we're going to do a wide push-up. Hands are wide, wider than shoulders. Fingers are spread out for balance. Knees. And we're going to go all the way down. And all the way up. You can, shoulders are forming an arrow shape with the elbows. You can try a few Push-ups on the toes if you want to. Do not rush it. Keep the slow tempo. And that's it. Other side, inner thigh. Level 1, just the inner thigh. You can be on your side or whatever you prefer. If you want to add intensity, adding a side sit-up. That's it. Back up. Bring the knee in to the chest. And push the hips back. Hips are back, back, back. If this is too hard, use the toe. And that's it. If you want to do progression, use the toe. Bring it higher. You can touch the ground if you want to. At the chest, if you want to. Work at your pace. And that's it. High plank. Hands are slightly wider than shoulders apart. And we're going to lean to one side. And then lean to the other side. Working on the shoulders. If this is too hard, knees. Modify to as you see fit. Working on end of the range, reaching it. And that's it. Back up. More glutes. Extend. Rainbow. If it's too hard, you can do same move. Or hold on to the wall. And that's it. Rainbow other side. Either hands and knees, or try with the balance. And that's it. Diamond push-ups. Knees. And we're going to explore the range. If you want to try full push-up, welcome to try it. And that's it. Back to glutes. Side kick. Slow, point the heel. Chamber. Hold on to the wall if you want to. Slow motion. Explore the end of the range. Stretch those hamstrings. And last one. Other side. Heel point to the target. Slow it down and extend that range. If your balance is really good, we're going to look for where our heel is. And if you're losing balance, totally fine, just pick it back up. Side plank. Circle and reverse direction. If you want to do it in a side plank, you can try it. Try to squeeze the thigh. And that's it. And we'll let our shoulders, hips reset. Legs up and reach the toes. Slow it down at the top. Other side. Circle and reverse. Knee or side plank. Squeeze the thigh. You can point or flex the heel, whichever one works for you. And last one. Plank, elbow plank. And you can be on the knees, fold forward and back, or toes. Stretch the calves. No rush, and that's it. Last thing for today. Back, fold, and back up. And we want to stretch tight hamstrings. You can let the arms loose if you want to. And that's it. We're done. Cool down is not included. Watch my stretching video, try to stretch. Thank you for joining.